Okay, so more fun with turmeric, and we are going to make a golden milk elixir, golden milk, and there's lots of different ways to make this. There's no one recipe. It's kind of like the curry, and you just find the way you like it. Some people make it actually not as a milk. Some people make this recipe with just water and then they add a little bit of fat, like either ghee or coconut oil. Some people make it with just straight milk. I like to make it with a combination of milk and water and then add a little bit of fat. So just find the way that you like to do it. And yeah, this is good. This is a nice remedy, and it's actually a nice drink before bed. Not every night, but the warm milk and especially also the nutmeg is relaxing. This formula has magnesium in it. There's magnesium in the turmeric and the calcium in the milk. It helps your muscles and your body to relax, including your heart muscle. And when your heart muscles relax, blood flow, it kind of flows more smoothly. And so, yeah, it can be very relaxing if you do well with milk, right? So the thing is that for milk, some people, even in this way, they can't do it. It just causes too much congestion. But see, milk, it's a heavy, dense nutrient. It's a nutrient-dense food, and it has a tendency to cool and congeal and clog the blood, actually. It's a cooling, very, grounded, like when you drink milk, it's like, whew, And so it can cause like stagnation in the circulation, in the lungs, the sinuses, and it can cause mucus. For some people, you listen to them drink a cold glass of milk and you can hear the mucus right away. And the coldness can have the mucus lodge and be difficult to expectorate. However, for some people, heating the milk, the heat definitely lightens the milk and is enough for some people. And also in this, golden elixir, the cardamom stimulates, the digestive activity and breaks up the stomach mucus and, breaks up the mucus and prevents mucus, and it makes the milk easier to digest. And if you can digest the milk really well, it is a nutritive tonic and a rejuvenator, So also the warm turmeric, remember it's moving, it warms and thins, it gets everything moving. And if you put if you warm the honey into here, not heat the honey, but add the honey also, liquefies things and gets your circulation moving. So yeah, so for some people, the added warming of the milk and also these carminative mucus-busting spices is enough to make this a nutritive, really good drink. Now, but for some other people, the milk, even adding and doing all of this, forget it. It's just, they drink it and you can hear the mucus starting right away. So you want to pay attention and see if this is the right remedy for you. And if it doesn't work, you can make it with just water. You don't have to use the milk. And yeah, so let's see. Let's do this. All right, so I like to start with 1 cup of milk. And whatever milk works for you, So maybe you can't do cow's milk, but you could do rice milk, you could do rice milk or almond milk, right? So we've got our milk, and then we're gonna put in our turmeric, and you can adjust these spices. Some people like it more or less. I'm gonna put in 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Then I'm gonna put in 1/8 teaspoon of, let's see, where's my 1/8? I'll just use this one. I'm gonna put in 1/8 teaspoon of cardamom and 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. And again, these spices really they temper the heaviness and the coldness of the milk, right? And then we're gonna add nutmeg, and nutmeg is a powerful, oh gosh, I always do that. But nutmeg, a little bit of nutmeg is calming to the nervous system. Hello, nutmeg, where are you? Okay, I guess that was enough nutmeg. We're good. But you get a little bit of nutmeg in there, and then it's just like, oh, you feel so treated well, because nutmeg is just the smell of nutmeg. All right, now for this milk, what we want to do is we actually want to bring it to a boil. We don't want to just boil it forever, but we do want to bring it to a boil. Let me just mix these spices up. You want to bring it to a boil and really let it froth up. So you don't want to burn the milk, right? But you want to bring it to a boil, let it froth up, and then turn it down to the lowest temperature and then let it simmer. Just gently simmer for 1 or 2 minutes, and that'll get all the spices really mixed well into the milk, and it'll also lighten the milk. So again, yeah, you can use coconut milk, rice milk, whatever milk works for you. And we're gonna actually bring this to a boil. And then once we bring it to a boil, we're gonna turn it down to a simmer. And then we're gonna simmer it for a couple minutes. And then from there, I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna just take a minute and let this come to a boil. Actually, I'm realizing I forgot to add the water. And so I'm gonna add half a cup of water to this. And then again, we're gonna bring it to a boil and we're gonna let it froth up. And then we'll bring it down to a simmer. Okay. Okay, so it's come to a froth. We frothed it up and brought it down and let it simmer for a couple minutes. And now there's a couple different choices. You could strain the herbs out or you could leave them in. A lot of people don't like little bits. I leave the herbs in actually, but you can, definitely you can strain them out and you would do something like this. Actually, this is the point where you would add in your fat. So if you want to add a little bit of ghee, when you add, see the coconut oil actually is very cooling and grounding, and it can really calm the nerves for some people. And so again, it's just total personal preference, but it can be very, very nourishing and calming and grounding for the nervous system to add that little bit of extra fat in here. And plus it makes it really thick and really yummy. So then what you do is you can just take it and strain it and get it into your pretty teacup. And then, you're gonna add sweetener. If I actually like it like this, but you can add whatever sweetener you like. Like if you'd like to add mix a teaspoon of honey in here, it's so delicious. Or you could also add, like a little bit of maple syrup, like just put in like even just a dash like this. It's really nice, and you mix it up. And then I like to, just mix it all up. Oh, this is so good. Oh, yum, 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 yum. All right, so then you can also put like a little sprinkle of cardamom or cinnamon. And there you have it. There is your golden milk. Delicious elixir, right? It's a nice drink.